Hey guys, I received a box from Cernit this week and I was playing around with their alcohol inks. I made this, which was just translucent clay. I think I did 6 different shades of the turquoise, just by just doing like 1 drop, 2 drops, 3 drops, 4 drops, so they're varying in depth or color. No, that's not the word I'm looking for. In color concentration, that's better. Okay, anyway, so I did a Mokume with this texture stamp here. This is a Leaves texture stamp, and as you can see, it came out kind of cool. Now this has not been sanded at all, so the design will be even more enhanced once I actually sand it. And I really quite liked it. Again, there's just a little the different shades of turquoise, and just a bit of the pearlescent alcohol ink. And I also made this one. I tried it out, just the same as my easy peasy Mokume technique, but I used the gold alcohol ink. I'm not sure how I like this one, so it's been just sitting there waiting for me to do something with it. I really need to kind of give it a sand, see where we're at, and then see about putting some resin on it if I want to continue with it. But anyway, there's that one. But anyway, so I wanted to recreate this for one reason, because I wanted to use my Swirly thing that I made a couple of tutorials ago. And I thought it would be really cool if I could put it on here and then use this here as the bail, right? And I was thinking, how can I do that? And I didn't really want to use resin because I really have to really push this onto the resin and cure it, and it's going to be a real messy job. And I'm just not prepared to get into that. So what I thought, what I could do is I could put trace the little holes along where the wire is, and I can just basically kind of sew this on instead of having to resin it on. I would have done that already, but I already put a backing on this, and it's rather thick now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make this again and not put a backing on it. So then after I sand and buff it and poke the holes in it, then I can stitch this on with the wire and then put a backing on it then. So that's my plan anyway. As you know me, it could change. But yeah, so I'm gonna go get my clay ready, and once I have my clay leached, because this is fresh, so it's very soft, so I need to leach it, and then I'll come back and we'll do the alcohol ink bit. Okay, so I have this rolled out on a number 3. Okay, now I'm going to cut it in half. Well, this is all just real rough, okay? And I'm going to cut it into thirds again. So I'm going to cut 6 pieces. Now I'm going to take these 2, put them aside, because I'm going to leave these just plain translucent. And now I'm going to put these 1. What am I doing here? Okay. So now I'm going to put I'm going to do it a little bit different than I did last time. Last time I did 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 1, 3, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there's 9. So I'm gonna let the ink dry. And then I'm going to thoroughly mix these through my pasta machine. So I will be back when they're all dry and thoroughly mixed. Okay, so these are now all thoroughly mixed and rolled out. I rolled the translucent out on a number 6, and the turquoise here, they're on a number 4. So now I'm gonna do, oh, and I just use this just for the video. I don't always cut my clay in a perfect square, so I quite often just tear it up and whatever else, but it looks good in the video, okay? This is just a 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter cutter. This is well shaped. Now I'm gonna put pearl alcohol on all of them. Oh shoot. I guess in this case, you're kind of making your own pearl clay, huh? Okay, I think that's good. So obviously I need to let these dry. So let these dry, and we're just gonna leave the pearl sitting on top. Okay. And now I have to figure out how I'm going to stack them. But okay, that's that. And I'll be back when they're all dry. Okay, see you in a bit. All right, so these are basically dry. So I'm actually, I put these in order, so I'm actually gonna cut these in half, because I'm not gonna use all of it. Half. What am I doing? Yeah. Oh, it didn't really matter. It's the same color, or same. All right, and half. That's wrong. Now, I can already tell, in typical Keelan style, this is not gonna look anything like this one here. It won't. I put way too much, way more alcohol ink. Way more. Anyway, okay, it's done. So, this, not very dry, but it's been drying for an hour and a half, basically. It's humid here. I even put the hairdryer on a little bit. Like I said, I put a lot of alcohol ink on it. So anyway, okay. So we're going to start with the second one. Translucent. The dark. The one. Trans again. That one. I'm going to put a trans on the top to separate them. Okay. Oh, very good. Okay, there's a lot of mica powder in this, and I was worried that it might not stick, or it might affect the clay sticking, but no, it's fine. Okay, so, oops, might be easy. Better to use the right side of the blade. Okay, so I'm cutting and stacking once. Okay, that's once and twice. Okay, I'm gonna go put this on my machine on a number 0. Is this big enough? Yeah, it's big enough. I'm gonna go put it on a number 0, and then possibly a number 1. No, I'm gonna stay in the 0. I will be right back. Like I said, my machine's in the other room, so I'm just going to edit this part out. Okay, it's on a number 1. I'm gonna put it down here a little bit closer to me. All right, okay, now where did I? Okay. I quite liked, I think it was here I used. Yeah. Okay, so was it? Yeah. Just there. Now I'm going to start in the middle, work my way out. And now go with the roller. Sorry, now go with the roller. And I want this to be really deep in there. I chose this stamp because it's actually, it looks a little bit deeper than a lot of the other ones I have, which I thought was a little bit more appropriate for Mokume. All right, let's see how we're getting on here. A little bit more. Again, I always hold part of the mat so it won't move, because you don't want a blurred stamp or a double stamp. And you can actually feel, I feel this was a little bit heavy, a little bit thicker. Okay, I think that would be good. Just do it lightly now. All right, Keelan, stop. Okay, here we go, the reveal. Voila. Now I can't show it to you because I have to leave it stuck on the table. Okay. No, it's not this blade. This is the blade one. Okay. I think this is my sharpest one. So I'm just going to, oh my heart, I thought I wasn't recording. Okay, sorry. I'm just going to very lightly shave off the top. And because I'm going to be sanding and buffing this, I'm not going to sand it down, shave it down too much, because when I sand, it's just going to take off more of the, I guess it's called the relief, yeah. So I'm learning. I've learned to undershave than overshave if you're going to be sanding and buffing. Anyway, so basically I want to get all the way down so this looks, so everything's pretty much level. And you really have to take your time, because if you don't take your time, you can end up gouging. And you don't want that. Okay, so you can see here, this is quite flat here. Oh, it's a little bit hard to see. Anyway, I'm going to continue this off camera. And when I have it all shaved, I'm going to take my time. When I have it all shaved, I will come back. Right, so I've shaved enough as I want to shave. I think I need to shave. And I'm just going to lift this up. Plop it back down. Actually, I'm going to do a little bit more here. Sorry, do a little bit more here. Just in case. Anyway, all right. So now we're going to burnish. I'm going to use my steel soap just for the start. Now I'm going to speed this up. I'm going to, again, use my steel soap, and then I'm going to use my my cake spatula afterwards, okay? Okay, that's nicely burnished. Again, I'm going to be sanding and buffing this, so I don't need it perfect. Well, it is pretty perfect, but I don't need it. I know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to take this piece of paper and get my cutter. Now I need to look. I think I like this area down here. So I'm gonna go here. Oops, sorry for the outside noise. My window is open. Okay. Now, I am going to imprint this where I would like it. Sorry, I'm working a little low because I have to see. I don't want to put my head in front of the camera. Okay. Now I'm just going to leave an imprint of this. Just use this. Hold on. Don't stick, don't stick, don't stick. Oh, you stuck. Oh no. Okay. Okay, I think my plan has changed because now I pushed way too hard. And I think, oh my goodness, I'm very sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. No, this is working. Okay. Now if I can just release this from here a little bit. So I'm not going to stitch it after all because I another kill and flop. Can I get this up? I can. Okay. This paper. Okay, now I should be able to lift this off, I hope. Yeah, all right. Now, just in case I change my mind, I am going to put some little tiniest toes. Sorry, I need to bring my light a little bit closer. Oh, there we go. If I stitch it in with wire, then I have my little marks here. If I don't, they'll be covered by the wire. And one final one right there. Okay. All right, now we are going to take our rubbing alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, and a baby wipe, and we smooth this down. Again, alcohol basically eats the clay, and it makes sanding so much easier if you have a really nice smooth piece. So let's get this down. This is another reason, because I use so much alcohol to smooth down the piece. It does wear down the clay, and again, if you shave too deep, then let me put this down here. If you shave too deep, then you're gonna lose more. So we don't want to lose. Gosh, I hope this turns out okay. Okay, I'm happy enough with that. So I'm gonna go put this in the oven. I use 140. My oven is old. It's an old toaster oven, so I just know what I have to do. But anyway, you put it, you temperature at the recommended temperature, manufacturer's recommended temperature. And I'm going to leave this in, because it is quite thin. I'm going to leave this in for, I'd say maybe 45 minutes. And then this is controversial, but I am going to put this into some cold ice water, because I do honestly believe that that does make the translucency, enhance the translucency, and also I don't think it affects the clay. But everybody has their own opinions. So, okay, so I'm going to go do that, and I will be back after it's all baked. Okay. Okay, it's the next day. I spent last night sanding and buffing these. Here's the first one. It certainly has a mica effect, mica shift effect. I'm not sure if it's actually mica shift. Oh, I don't know, maybe it is. But anyway, you can really see the turquoise in this, because it wasn't coated heavily with the pearl alcohol ink. This I really like. I really like how this came out. Really, really like it. Yeah, it's hard to see when it's before it's cured, but there's that. And I'm also really glad I pre-marked the holes. You can see through the back better. Yeah, I just use this little thing here. Where's my camera? This little thing here. Quite simply. Very easy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Right. So I did one little stitch. If you can see, just here. One little stitch. And I just tied it in the back. So I'm going to do a couple on camera, I think. And then I will do the rest off camera. This is going to be very fidgety. So I'm using a not 0.4 26 gauge wire. And just take a bit. I'm going to straighten it with my straight pliers. I don't know what they're called. Now, I'm going here. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's going to be very fidgety to do this. There we go. One end in. Now, I'm not going to do this to all the holes. Put it back down. Got it. There we go. Very good. And make sure that's not twisted. Okay. There we go. I'm quite simply, I'm going to tie a knot. I need to. Just like that. and give it a snip. It's hard for me to see. Again, I always use my my light ahead, this overhead. It is a magnifying glass as well. Okay, and which one was it? On the side here. I'm just gonna push this down. Voila. Now, this one, there's one here. Yeah. Come on. Lift it up. Sorry, I need to see the hole. There's one. Again, it's very hard for me because I can't see the hole. Yay, okay. It needs to be pulled a bit more. Oh, come on, I can't catch it. A bit tighter. And give it a snip. Push it down. And voila. Okay, so here we go. My little stitches. So I'm going to continue on. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not going to use every hole. I'm just going to use where I think is needed, like especially down here and here. And then I'm going to stop up here because before I put this on, sorry, I'm at a camera again. Before I put, lay this down, stitch this down, I need to put on my chain and a bead, a separating bead, and then the chain. And then after that, I need to put a backing on it. So, okay, I'm gonna do this off camera and I'll be back when I have all the stitching done. It was a bit fidgety, but I got it done. It's all stitched up. I end up using all the holes. And not because it needed it to stick to be on the pennant, but just more for aesthetic reasons. So there we go. And the hardest part was getting these two stainless steel balls on and getting them to stay on when I was stitching up the little curl here. Okay, so that's that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to brush on a very thin coat of UV resin, just so these are nice and secure. And then I'm going to put it back on it, and I will come back for the show and tell. I'm so glad we kind of show and tell, and it's not a third time lucky like it has been for my last couple of videos. Anyway, here's the first one that I did before this tutorial. What a difference it is after they've been sanded and buffed, huh? Beautiful. I really like this one. This is just on a double Buna cord, just for the photos, basically. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a macrame bail, and that takes quite a lot of time to make. But I shall do that, and I will put a photo in my community tab here on YouTube so you can see. Again, I really like this. Again, much less pearl alcohol ink, but the mica shift is there. The depth is there. Yeah, okay, anyway, that's that one. Now, the one that we did on camera, I love this one. Here we go. I really, really, really like this one. Again, we have the depth. Let me see now. We have the depth. I don't know if it's really a shift. Well, yes, it is. No, I think the other one's more of a shift. But anyway, I really like this. I love how it's stitched. I love the color. I like my squirrely. My squirrely. It's not really a word. My scrolly thing. Anyway, oh, I didn't mention this. I made for a good few tutorials back, and it was for the Magical Mica Shift. This was with a 1mm, which is an 18 gauge wire, and I just made the shape and then I just hammered it flat. Anyway, so that's that. And again, this is with a 0.4, which is a 26 gauge wire. I backed it. I have to back it again. Just time constraint for the video, but I will back it again, so it's not so bumpy. But again, I really love this. I really, really, really love it. This is on, I'm going to have this on a longer chain than I usually do. So I want this to sit just below the cleavage. And this is on a 2.5 by 2.1 by 0.5mm stainless steel chain. I really like these chains, especially this one and this size. I got this from NBeads. NBeads is a jewelry finding website. It's China based, but it's good quality stuff and it is very inexpensive. I'll put a link in the description box below for this particular chain, but again, I really like it. I think this cost me about 2 or 3 euro for, I think it's 10 meters. It's not bad. Anyway, here we go. So I absolutely love this. I really, really do. I like this one too. But again, you can really see the difference. Again, this is the exact same concentration of alcohol ink. The highest concentration was 9 here, and the lowest 1, and 1 here. But you can really see the difference. It just the pearl alcohol ink made all the difference. Anyway, so I'm happy with this. And I enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it too. If you haven't already, please subscribe. That would really mean a lot to me. If you like this, please give it a like. If you really liked it, you can hit the big thanks button. And I guess just thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.